Let's talk about another question that we had. Can we predict which salespeople have the best shot at making their number? So Salesforce activated in all of our systems, well, they gave us the ability to activate in all of our systems a feature called Einstein Opportunity Scoring. So this has already been paid for. This is a feature that Salesforce decided to include for all of our instances that enterprise and above, starting in the spring 20 release. This is back in February. This calculates and displays a score from 1 to 99. And this displays this on opportunity records, list views, and you can see what it looks like on an opportunity record up here in the top right. If you hover over the score, it'll show you top positives. And I've included this from our own system just to show you a high success rate for opportunities at this stage. The opportunity has lots of activity. There's a high success rate for opportunities with the same value in a custom field, and the same is true for another custom field. So this is not just looking at a set of standard fields for Salesforce. This is looking at what you've built out in your system. This particular opportunity has the highest score, and there are no negatives listed. I find it really interesting to look at what are positives and what are negatives. But this feature, once it's active, we can see it on opportunity records. We can include it in list views. That's this screenshot here. We can actually sort a list view, so I can look at my open opportunities and sort this way. We can include it in reports. We can also display it on the forecast tab if you use that. I know one of you on this call has at least 4 different uses of the same forecast. So I'm thinking of you with this. So how can we take advantage of this? So we asked the question, can we predict which salespeople have the best shot at making their number? Well, what we might do, rather than grouping on all of the different variations, 39 opportunity score, 72 opportunity score, 65 opportunity score, what we might do on a report is use what's called a bucket column. So in this case, I've grouped everything below 50 into one lump. Opportunities that have a score between 50 and 80 in the second lump, and then opportunities that have a score of over 80 in the third category. And you can see what I've done is just I've created that bucket column, and then I'm displaying this on the report. And I have my opportunity owners here, John Smith, Mary Jones, Tina Smoot, and Warren, and I can see the deals that they have open organized by scoring. Just to point out, there are a couple of interesting things that happen with this. So Salesforce is analyzing your data and making a prediction on the likelihood to close based on the data that's in the system. I'm just pointing out here on a particular opportunity that one sales rep has listed the opportunity at a 10% to close, whereas the opportunity score is 64 for that. So that's one of the highest in the system, but it just doesn't agree with the probability that the sales rep has listed. This other one is the highest probability, and it also has the highest score listed. So I really like this feature. One other thing to note about the feature, there is a simple setup in your under setup within Salesforce. So if you go under setup, Einstein sales, and there's an assisted setup, and literally it's a toggle switch to turn this on. Prior to doing this, there's actually an assessment to tell you whether you're a good candidate for this or not. And determining whether you're a good candidate, you want to have at least in the last 24 months, 200 won opportunities, 200 lost opportunities. You probably also want to have a bit of maturity in your sales process, maturity in the fields that you're requiring for sales. And I'd also say that you benefit from discipline. If your sales team is using Salesforce every week to manage their pipeline, reporting is done out of the system, one-on-one meetings are run out of the system, then you're probably going to benefit from something like this. It does take up to 48 hours. We've included a link here, and I'll just show you this page in Help. So this is the Einstein Opportunity Scoring page in Help, and it just walks you through what it is, and then there are a couple of other pages within Help, considerations for setting it up, and that sort of thing.